Hold on. Okay. We're all ready. We're ready to go. Let's see.
1 minute now until we get the markets on open in balance.
So this is all-time highs. See, now we're stuck again between two strong draws of 2.25. Like that. I
10 seconds.
don't like it.
And Canada's LeBlanc says talks with the US on sectoral tariffs will be essential.
Hourly, though, we are.
Markets on open in balance. S&P 500 sell side 7 million. Nasdaq 100 buy side 88 million. Dow 30 buy side 28 million. Mag 7 buy side 46 million.
All right, we are. We are bullish though on the hourly. It's a little tough to read. Okay, so Nasdaq swept out Asian high. ES did not. I'm trying to think, because look, as much as I want to go high, go long towards all-time highs, I might as well wait for 10 a.m. Because I've watched this market do this so many times. I've watched this market do this so many times. We'll get a setup to go short before 10 a.m. Low resistance liquidity to the downside, and yet the market doesn't care. At 10 a.m., we will get the extensions forward. So if I'm to take longs, it's on NQ.
Alphabet shares dip 3.6% as the company plans to raise $80 billion for AI goals. The futures reversing losses here. WTI trading near $92 per barrel. So again, this was coming following the FARS news informed source saying that the exchange of messages between Iran and the US has stopped for at least a few days.
Okay, back to what I was saying. If we are to take longs, we're taking it on NQ. If we're taking shorts, we're taking it on ES. Since NQ has already swept Asian highs, ES has yet to sweep out Asia highs. That is what I see. So in order to get confirmation to go up, we need ES to have confirmation of going higher before we can enter long on the NASDAQ. We're going short, we need confirmation from NQ to that we're going short before we enter on ES. Just because we have right now we have a hourly bearish SMT. I would like to look, as much as I want to be short, I would honestly rather take longs towards all-time highs, which means I might as well just mark out our Fibonacci extensions in the case that, so we're not scrambling. I mean, right now, the market is, again, not correlated at
We're
all.
shortly expecting comments from ECB's Vucic.
Indexes are not correlated at all. So there's absolutely no reason to take a trade. Yeah, these, look, they're not even correlated. One of them we just... Like, this shit is not correlated at all. Absolutely. Yeah, look at ES. ES looks like if we maintain hourly bullish structure, we move higher. NQ, I mean, you have no clue where we're going.
ADNOC plans oil products pipeline to bypass the Strait of Hormuz, according to the Financial Times.
Well, hello, everybody. This is Donald J. Trump. You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Isn't that one big, huge, brilliant deal? Come on, people.
Alright, so we're getting into this continuation confluence, but the issue is NQ looks nothing like ES. Absolutely nothing like it. Okay, so let's get an understanding of this.
So Musk linked firm WIT Tech buys Texas land ahead of a planned chip plant, acquiring 6,000 acres, according to records.
Right account. I really gotta take a shit, bro. Okay, we tapped into that gap. We're long.
Japan's finance minister Katayama says the Japanese government and some financial institutions are to get Anthropic Mythos access. In 10 minutes' time now, after the top of the hour, we get the US JOLTS job openings for the month of April. Forecast is 6.866 million, unchanged from the prior. Range of 7.05 million to 6.7 million expected. Also expecting comments from Bank of England's Governor Bailey. It appears in a hearing with the House of Lords Economic Affairs Committee.
You can push past these highs, 5-minute highs right here. A break-even point. A+ setup to go long. 5-minute break of structure, 5-minute equilibrium, 1-minute break of structure on both indexes. Right here. I don't know why it's stalling.
Nasdaq 100 turns positive now.
Really got a shit though. Here we go. Stops at break even. See what happens. I got a shit, but you guys know my targets. Okay. Isn't that just great? Okay, I got a shit first.
In 5 minutes time now, at the top of the hour, we get the US job openings for the month of April. Forecast 6.866 million, unchanged from the prior, with a range of 7.05 to 6.7 million expected. Also expecting comments from Bank of England's Governor Bailey, who appears in a hearing with the House of Lords Economic Affairs Committee. You have a live video on the feed for those interested.
You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Let's make a big, beautiful deal, people. Come on.
Because PM Netanyahu says the Iranian regime is destined to vanish and will help it out. Says Mossad to stay at the forefront against Iran aggression.
Mm.
'TASS reports that Russia and US experts met last week to discuss bilateral issues.
Oof.
One minute remaining for the US job openings. Ten seconds. 7.618 million. 7.618 million, higher than forecast 6.866 million. The prior was revised to 6.887 million from 6.866 million as well.
Alright, well, good thing we moved stops to break even.
Treasuries erased most of their gains after a strong jobs report. And we have posted that job openings April report on the feed for those interested. Philadelphia chip index up 4.2% as Marvel's 24% surge leads gains on the index. Bank of England's Governor Bailey says policymakers are facing a growth and inflation trade-off. So again, Governor Bailey being questioned by the House of Lords panel, and we've got a live video on the feed. Bank of England's Governor Bailey says the inflation overshoot is entirely due to Gulf events. Bank of England's Governor Bailey says where events are going to go is highly unpredictable. Bank of England's Governor Bailey says the outlook is for slower growth, not recession.
When do we put stops to break even? They got these highs. They got these.
Keep in mind, US Secretary of State Rubio is testifying on the budget at the moment, about to start anytime now. This has been pushed forward. It was originally scheduled for 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We've got the live video on the feed for those interested.
Damn. All right, that line is our break-even line. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go, you. And you. Invent.
Bank of England's Governor Bailey says questions around growth, drivers, trade, and tech.
Oh, come on. Leave it hanging. And
Well, hello everybody, this is
boom. TP one hit.
You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Isn't that one big, huge, brilliant deal? Come on, people.
Come on. TP2 hit. Let's go.
Bank of England's Governor Bailey says we can't wait for hard evidence on second round effects.
Come on. Come on. Brother,
Bank
you're
of
right.
England's Governor Bailey says we have time because financial conditions are tighter.
Nah, bruh. Don't leave it behind. Right there.
According to two sources, UK military has started using SpaceX's Starshield.
Here we go. Straight to TP2. Thing just keeps going crazy. High up another 4% today. Rocket Lab up 4%. Tesla 0.8. XPEV finally up 4.88%. Please hit TP2. It would make me feel so much better.
In 10 minutes' time now, at the bottom of the hour, we're expecting comments from Fed's Hannah, who is a voting member.
TP2. Come on. Boom. TP2 hit. Alright, so far we're up. Damn, it kind of sucks, but see what happens. TP2 hit. And we'll just let the rest of this run.
Ignore the last. It does appear Fed's Hamax event has been removed for
I gotta pee.
10:30 a.m. Eastern Time.
I'll do my shit. Oh boy.
US Secretary of State Rubio says Iran still has a lot of drones. So again, he's currently testifying. We've got the live video on the feed. Rubio adds the Iranian conventional shield has been substantially eroded. Rubio says we are in talks with Iran. So again, we heard Files News saying earlier that the exchange of messages between Iran and the US has been stopped for at least a few days now. But Secretary of State Rubio here saying that we are in talks with Iran. Bank of England's Governor Bailey on AI says everybody is priced to be a winner. And Alphabet pairs its decline to 1.6% from 4.8 earlier. Now, US Secretary of State Rubio says there is a prospect that Iran has agreed to negotiate aspects of the nuclear program that they previously refused to mention in discussions. Bank of England's Governor Bailey says the markets may be too optimistic on AI pass-through. Rubio says an Iran deal could happen today, tomorrow, next week.
Holy market crash. Okay. So TP. Just take these up. $83.73. $83.74. Let's take a picture real quick. What happened? We are getting a deep retracement. Can we actually just inverse that gap? I'm going to have this S&P anymore. Hourly, yeah, we're bullish.
Bank of England's Governor Bailey says the energy shock is nowhere near as big as in 2022.
Which one, too?
Canada formally seeks USMCA renewal while demanding relief on sector tariffs.
form a bearish SMT off of that. So good if we move stops to break even there. No matter how scary it is, you gotta just stick with it. Could really use a push out of there. Go. Big push.
US Secretary of State Rubio says we want to end Russia oil sanctions waivers soon.
There we go. Perfect. Going. Let's push past.
Bank of England's Governor Bailey says there has been progress on statistics quality. US Secretary of State Rubio says the US needs to avoid contagion potential in the markets.
You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Let's make a big, beautiful deal, people. Come on.
Come on. Can't catch a break.
Bank of England's Governor Bailey says I put very little weight on flash payrolls numbers. Bank of England's Governor Bailey says there are questions around the reliability of monthly GDP. US Secretary of State Rubio says condition number one in Iran is that Iran opens the Strait of Hormuz. Bank of England's Governor Bailey says we need to maintain labour supply to grow the economy. Rubio says Iran has to announce very clearly that the Hormuz Strait is now open. US Secretary of State Rubio says Iran has mined large sections of the Strait of Hormuz. Rubio says Oman has flirted with Iran to control Hormuz. Rubio says Iran also has to commit to specific negotiations on the disposition of highly enriched uranium. Rubio says any sanctions relief on Iran is condition based. And Rubio says Iran will not get sanctions relief just for reopening the Strait of Hormuz.
Need to push past this. Come on, bruh. Push past these highs, then we'll move stops to break.
So in 10 minutes time now at the top of the hour, we're expecting comments from Bank of England's Green as well as ECB's Sleegepen. So Bank of England's Green delivers a speech on assessing the inflation risks from the recent energy shocks at the University of Derby Business School. A text will be released. I'm also expecting again comments from ECB's Sleegepen, who speaks in an annual appearance in Parliament of the Hague for hearing on financial stability.
Gotta push past those highs. There we go. Come on. Come on.
In 5 minutes' time now, at the top of the hour, Bank of England's Green delivers a speech on assessing the inflation risks from the recent energy shocks at the University of Derby Business School. The text is expected from Bank of England's Green. We're also expecting comments from ECB's Sleespen, who speaks in an annual appearance in Parliament in The Hague for a hearing on financial stability.
Well, hello, everybody. This is Donald J. Trump. You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Isn't that one big, huge, brilliant deal? Come on, people. You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Let's make a big, beautiful deal, people. Come on.
So shortly expecting comments from Bank of England's Green and ECB's speaking at different events.
Oh, come on, bro. On a
Bank of England's Bailey says we're on a glide path to equilibrium reserve levels.
oh, equilibrium. I love equilibrium. Come on, let's go. Hit TP1.
The US had to sell $75 billion in 4-week bills on June 4th, settling on June the 9th.
One single tick. One, not just
Bank of
two.
England's Governor Bailey on reserve levels says we may get there in a year or two.
Bang. Finally. Something goes in our direction. Brother, that was the longest wait ever. We took three A plus setups today. One of them, okay, we took it on ES. TP1 and 2 are hit. We make $80. I was like, all right, bro. I know this John probably going to all-time highs. So call me crazy, but I took 2 more trades, both on NQ. The first one on NQ, bang, stopped out of break even. All right, and then we get this.
Bank of England's Green says UK households and businesses are
All right, shut up.
arguably
I
more
genuinely don't care anymore. Boom, we get our 5-minute entry model once again. Look, check it out. Boom, hits the equilibrium level. 1-minute break of structure on both indexes. Perfect. Enter again. A little spooky, a little spooky. I was thinking we might inverse this. Boom. Plus we were maintaining a bearish, we might have had a bearish SMT. Scary things. But held through it. Once we get a push past this high right here, stops to break even. Bang, bang, bang. And look at this. I mean, ES, where was the initial entry that I had on ES? Damn. Damn, damn, just damn. We had our initial entry. Oh, that's so unfortunate. This was the trade idea, if I'm not mistaken. Damn, bruh. Damn. That was our initial entry. It stops like right here. Bruh. That's so tough. Or no, maybe it was slightly higher. But either way, I mean, so mega unfortunate. Actually, more like probably right here. Yeah. And then we just completely bull run towards every single draw that I have, which is all right. You know, I'm okay with that. I'm happy. You know, we made some money today. Better than 80 bucks. Ridiculous. Okay, let's delete that. GP1 hit. Ross P&L. I have no clue yet, so we're gonna wait. I don't know how much longer I want to sit here. Stop Ross hit. Very nice, very nice. Talk about just patience today, though. I mean, I could not have had a better like trading day, honestly. A plus setups to go around. Traded very safe, very articulate with everything. I mean, had move stops to break even when we needed to move it to break even. I'm gonna be a little sad if we don't go back up, but you know, the good thing is we've yet to get an extension up, so it is just a little unfortunate if we get stopped out at. I'm moving it to there so we don't lose any money. But anyways, you know, we had 3A plus setups today, all going long. I mean, the market was pretty clear we were going long today. I would like to see all-time highs on both indexes, but right now we're kind of on some bullshit. TP1 hits, rest stopped out at break even. TP1 hits, rest stopped out at break even. I'm gonna be a little sad if we don't get it, but nonetheless, this was a good day. We're trying to shave off the loss from yesterday. Just gotta just gotta sit with it. I might stay on here for a little bit longer, but even then, I'm chilling, man. There's nothing to really do. This can be a little sad if we don't hit it. It's just so look at ES, man. We entered right here. We would have been here. Oh, absolutely crusher. That we're about to hit every take profit on ES. I mean every. Did he take longs? Is he in longs? Oops.
TJR Island is just helping people show their true colors. Which is honestly real, bro. A lot of you guys are hiding your personalities and you guys are cool people. So, honestly, I'm glad that I'm doing this and I'm glad that I'm helping you guys open up and hopefully build a platform for yourselves. Let's see.
Did he take a trade?
Okay, let's do maybe not, bro. That just retested all previous all-time But this guy might be. It was genuine. But this guy might be in the top 3, bro. This guy might
Have to do to be becoming successful.
good. What? Actual. It's up 25%, dude. We gotta trade stocks, dog. We gotta trade stocks, dude. What are we doing? What are we doing? See, I even saw this. I even saw this shit before market opened, and I was like, nah, it's not gonna do anything. And then the shit ripped, bro. The shit fucking ripped. We gotta trade stocks, bro. Jeez, dude. What the actual fuck? No. Don't stop us out at break even. No. Go higher. I just lost 3 accounts because I did the inverse of what you did, so it's your fault. You press the buttons, bro. You press the buttons. I just don't want to get stopped out with the rest of my position here.
We took longs as well.
Like,
See, we know what we're doing. We know exactly what we're doing. Sometimes you just gotta let it fucking run. This might take a while, I can't even lie. Do I really want to stay on here? Probably not. Already 11:10. What? Oh. Bug it. Let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes. Close by take profit. I might as well just hop off. You guys know where my targets are. I'm a low key. Just in case any sort of BS news comes out. 12. Might as well be safe than sorry. There we are. Stop. Yeah. Let our runners run. Good trading day. Yeah, I'm gonna hop off because I don't want to sit on here any longer. We've been here for too long. Finally got a good winning day today. Yeah, secured our profit. Sitting in profit right now. This is all-time high right here. This is the last fib extension. Once ES hits this, we will move our stop loss into more profit, see where this market goes. Could be a banger of a day, but nonetheless, we made like 150 something at a minimum. So yeah, I will see you guys. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is non-farm employment. So if that news is too drastic at 8:15, I will not see you guys tomorrow. But yeah, I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. Peace out.